or powers of 10, okay? The standard is NBT2. Could you please read the standard for us, Jose?
I can explain patterns in numbers of zeros in the product and the placement of decimal point. And when multiplying and dividing a number by powers of 10, I can use a whole number exponent to denote powers of 10.
Okay, basically, broken down into kid-friendly terms, it just means that you are able to identify numbers with lots of zeros on them, okay? And you're going to identify the pattern that you see when adding powers of 10, okay? So let's look in the first box here, Rodolfo. 5 times 10, or sorry, excuse me, 5 times 1 is 5. So you went ahead and did this already, Rodolfo?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I wish you would have waited for us, but that's fine. We're going to go with it. All right, 5 times 1 is 5. Alessandra, 5 times 10 is 50. And Freddie, 5 times 100 is what? Good. And Jose, 5 times 1,000 is
5,000.
5,000. All right, so off to the right, it asks you to identify a pattern that you see in each of those numbers. Who can identify a pattern? Rodolfo?
It's going each times 10. So,
The pattern you see is
10.
you're adding 10 each time?
No, multiplying 10.
Multiplying 10 each time, okay? What did you want to say?
I was going to say that keeps adding zeros on.
Keeps adding zeros. So every time you add a 0. That's another way to explain exactly what you said. But you can see it. The first one has no zeros. The second one has 1, and then 2, and then 3. Just put it down over there, please. Thank you. So we can say what Rodolfo said, each time you're multiplying by 10. So in the box, I want you to write in just bullet form, each time you multiply by 10 more. And then the second bullet, you can just say, add a 0 each time. All right? So in the second set of boxes, these are exponents. Exponent is just the number of 10 that you're multiplying by. So the first one has an exponent of 1, so you're just multiplying 5 times 1. What is 5 times 10? 5 times 10 is how much? 50. And then 5 times 10 to the second power is 10 2 times.
500.
Good, Rodolfo. And then 5 times 10 3 times, Alessandra. So just look up in the box. Right here. It's the same. Yeah, you wrote it already. Right here, what's that number? Good, 5,000. And then Freddie, what's it going to be? 5 times 10 to the 4th power. Good, very good. Did you put it already? Excellent. So again, what patterns do we see, Alessandra? Okay, every single time you add a 0. So you can, in a bullet, just put add a 0 each time. We're at 3 minutes. All right, so we're going to go down one more box, and this is dividing. We're dividing by the powers of 10. So 5 divided by 1, Freddie is good. 5 divided by 10, Alessandra is 10. No. 2. Thank you, Rodolfo. Let her try, okay? So he just told us 5 divided by 10. 2. But actually, it's not 2, okay? So this is what, remember when we draw it in the house, it's 5 divided by 10. So you have to put a decimal. 10 goes into 50 5 times, so it's 0.5. So the answer is 0.5. 0.5. It's not 10 divided by 2. And you have to be very careful when you're looking at what the problem is saying.
Because it would have been 10 first and then 5, it would have been 50.
So if it's 5 divided by 100, again, you're doing your decimals out. So it's going to be
What?
yes, ma'am.
After the interruption, would you please send Serenity to the front desk for a minute?
Sure.
Thank you.
Serenity. So 10 goes into 50, so it's 0.50. Yeah, 0.50. And then noticing the pattern, Jose, what's it going to be? 5 divided by 1,000 is going to be, look at the pattern. Okay, we said that 5 divided by 10 is 0.5. It's 5 tenths. 5 divided by 100 is 5 hundredths, or 50. And 5 divided by 1,000 is 0.500. 5,000. Very good. So what patterns do we notice? Again, adding a 0 each time, right? Add a 0 each time. All right, we're going to transfer what we just talked about. We're going to practice with some task cards, practicing on the superpowers of 10. So we're going to use our answer sheet that we created before we started. All right, thank you, Carlos, for